baller just ordered a double cheese pizza. You want any of that?
We saw you that NHLPA thing where you're like, I'll eat it if I feel a little risky. That's why I asked you.
You're feeling lactose intolerant,
yeah. Well, here's the thing. So it's a funny story. I'm actually not lactose intolerant, so I thought I was. It's like that interview or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'll have it if I'm like feeling risky. If I'm like, if I don't give a shit, like I'll eat it. But I'm with my buddies.
Yeah.
So this year, like I had some really bad stomach pain. I'm like, what the hell is going on? For like the first, probably like, I don't know, month of November. My stomach's killing me. But we were playing really well and we were winning. And all the boys are like, because I kept like my stomach. I'm telling them like I can't barely stand up sometimes. They're like, well, whatever you're doing, it's working because we're winning. I'm like, oh,
Don't worry about your health.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry about your health.
I feel like a bag of shit.
I'm like, man, like sometimes I can't even stand up. That one game we won in Carolina, I think we won 2-1, and the first 10 minutes of the period I could barely stand up. And I remember I was like, please don't shoot on me. Please don't shoot on me. And they dumped a puck in on me from like the red line, and I was like the first shot, and I went like this to catch it because like I could barely move. It's like, what the hell is going on? And the boys are gonna laugh when they hear about this. Like they found out. It's like I drink a lot of water on game days. I like to be hydrated. I probably drink on average 12 to 15, 16 bottles of water on a game day. So like quite a lot. But what I didn't know is I was mixing BioSteel with every single bottle of water.
Oh, wow.
So I'm drinking
told me that.
I'm drinking like 15, 16 packs of BioSteel a day.
Oh.
And I'm like, even on non-game days, I'm still crushing like 10 or 12. I'm like, I don't know what's in there. Like it's supposed to be no artificial flavors or whatever.
Yeah.
But my stomach is just killing me. And I went and got tests. So I went and give a stool sample. I got like an allergy test done or whatever, and so I went and got all that stuff done, and I'm like, maybe I'm celiac, I'm like, something's going on, and so I'm not celiac. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, hey, you're not lactose. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like
Crush some pizza.
I haven't been eating really cheese or dairy. Like I switched to like oat milk and stuff, and so I haven't really been consuming dairy for the last couple of years. Like, yeah, you're not. Like, I'm like, okay, like what else do you think could be going on? I'm like, I don't know, just like maybe like stick to your normal diet and just see if it like gets better in the next few days or whatever, and if it keeps getting worse or doesn't get any better, like we'll do some more tests. I might have to scope you. I was like, oh man, I do not want to do that.
Yeah, no thanks.
So like I'm like, hey, like what could be going on? And one of our guys was like, hey, like I noticed you drink a ton of BioSteel. I think it was like Dan or Derek, one of our strength guys. I'm like, yeah, like I'm just trying to stay hydrated, crush those electrolytes, you know, like always. And I read in the Tom Brady book that he always has electrolytes with his water. So I'm like, perfect, I'm going to do that. But there's all this other stuff in there too that I didn't really know. So I'm drinking BioSteel like with every single water that I'm having.
Oh my God.
For like probably the span of like I did it all summer. So like
right.
It's just building up.
Right.
Like my stomach like just couldn't handle it. So I went off BioSteel. Like this is funny. I went off BioSteel for like a week and like I felt normal.
Wow.
Like all the boys are like, hey, you're not as gassy or whatever. I'm like, so they're loving it because like, my stall mates.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
That's incredible.
Like, so like I felt way better. So like I just stopped drinking BioSteel and I'm like, oh my God, I feel so much better.
And you can eat a pizza.
So like Hazy, so we're in Washington, and I'm telling Hazy, I'm like, he's having like Alfredo or something. He's like, come on, go have some. I'm like, nah, you know me, I'm lactose. Like I can't do that. He's like, because I told him I have my test results. He's like, I guarantee you. He's like, I bet you a dinner. He's like, if you're not lactose intolerant, you're buying me dinner, and we're gonna eat all the cheese and pizza or all the shit that you can think of. And I'm like, all right, like I know I'm gonna be lactose like after my stomach, and then I came back and he's like, what did I tell you?
Wow.
What did I tell you? Because he's like, sometimes like I always think the worst. He's like, I'm like a hypochondriac a little bit.
Yeah.
So like he's like, you're definitely not lactose. And came back, I'm not lactose. I took him and Jans to dinner at Barclay Prime and had steak, mac and cheese.
There you go, yeah.
Cheese, yeah.
Did it up.
Mac and cheese, whatever, and had all the cheese in the world, and so.
And his stomach felt fine?
That was fine.
Yeah, wow.
Fine.
What a discovery, though.
I know, right?
So have you gotten back on the BioSteel since then? A little bit?
Back to BioSteel.
Yeah, just like half the amount?
On a game, I don't drink it on a non-game day, but on a regular game day, I do just one a period.
Okay. And totally fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine now. So,
Wow, what a discovery, though.
So all the boys are calling me BioSteel butt.
So there was a lot of gas that came along with this then, obviously, right?
Yeah,
BioSteel butt.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good
Pretty good.
nickname,
That wasn't
Sartsy.
good.